the trunk. I'm not seeing the child in the backseat right now. Hey, Al, pop that trunk, Al. Pop the trunk. Where's the baby? She's in Lansing.
Situation here. I'm on just off Irwin Street near I-94, Van Dyke, city's east side. This is the very sad. This is the alley between some houses here where 2-year-old Wynter Cole Smith was found by the FBI late on Wednesday.
Show your face. Show your face, please, with sugar on top.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. Alright, we're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. Alright, now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, today I figured we bring this story up to bring some awareness to a very touchy subject that seems to happen all over the world, but this time it involved a 2-year-old being killed by an outraged, jealous boyfriend to her mother out in Michigan. Now, 2-year-old Wynter Cole Smith was the victim due to a very small disagreement amongst the young couple, which now leaves a mother scorned for life, a deceased toddler, and a man behind bars that may face capital punishment and receive death by execution. One of the main reasons of doing this video is not only to bring awareness to the toddler losing her life, but also to highlight the domestic disputes between the two young adults that led up to this ultimate catastrophe, where it could have also been the mother that lost her life in the process, but she escaped. Domestic violence in a relationship is nowhere near cute, funny, or should be ignored. Some people believe that being aggressive to each other is proving one's love to the next person, but history has shown us time after time that if it's not checked in the beginning, those same behaviors can become fatal. Now, before I continue, please make sure you subscribe to the channel to put videos like this in the algorithm so we can bring awareness to these tragedies all across the world. Also, like the video and let me know if you would like more stories like this on the platform so I can bring more videos similar to this one and more to come in the near future. Now let's get into it. It was late night on July 2nd, 2023 in Lansing, Michigan, when an argument between 22-year-old Samari Cole and her boyfriend, 26-year-old Rashad Trice, will erupt in her apartment. The argument, which led to a violent sexual assault, stemmed from financial issues and from what Samari will explain is Rashad's jealousy over her other child's father, A.J. Smith. As the argument and everything escalated, court documents state that Samari stabbed Rashad in the leg out of self-defense, and in return, Rashad would stab Samari back, but repeatedly. Somehow, Samari would escape the apartment, leaving behind her 2 children, 2-year-old Wynter Cole Smith and her 1-year-old son. Samari would run out the apartment seeking help and was met by her neighbor, Sadie Pingle. Sadie never met Samari before, although they were neighbors. However, she realized that Samari was in need of desperate help, so she called law enforcement around 11:19 p.m. and drove Samari to the hospital to get the medical attention that she needed. When police arrived to Samari's apartment, they would discover that the 1-year-old son was still in the house unharmed, but his big sister, Wynter, was gone. Wynter was officially reported missing at 11:30 p.m. Sunday. Upon investigation, police would realize that Rashad would steal Samari Cole's white Chevrolet Impala and kidnap Wynter as he would make a getaway from Lansing, Michigan before being tracked down all the way to Detroit. Now, Rashad's getaway would be short-lived as he was spotted around 4:45 a.m. Monday in the area of 9 Mile Road and Harper Avenue. Rashad would be arrested the next morning on July 3rd, 2023 after crashing the Impala trying to flee from St. Clair Shores police. He was quickly apprehended and taken into custody, not before trying to take an officer's firearm while officers was trying to detain Rashad. Now, although he was captured, the only problem is that there was no signs of 2-year-old Wynter. Once police realized that she wasn't in the car, an Amber Alert would immediately be put out for the whereabouts of the 2-year-old Wynter Cole Smith. Lansing police with the FBI and others knocked on doors and deployed search dogs. They asked strangers for doorbell surveillance videos, launched helicopters with heat signature technology, used drones, and even called in a dive team to make sure that her body wasn't disposed into the ocean. Now, the FBI then offered $25,000 as a reward for information regarding Wynter's whereabouts. The Amber Alert would last for only about 3 days, but would unfortunately come to an end with the results that no parent will want to endure. The body of 2-year-old Wynter Cole was recovered in the Detroit alleys between Olympia Street and Edgewood Avenue near Irwin Avenue. An FBI agent says in the criminal complaint that the cell phone data information from license plate readers and surveillance video is what led them to the girl's body on Wednesday. The cause of death was unclear at first, but police put 2 and 2 together when they searched the white Impala and found portions of a pink cell phone charger cord on the floor. That same pink charger cord had parts that were still wrapped around Wynter's neck when law enforcement discovered her body. Lil Wynter was strangled to death by Rashad Trice. Now, 26-year-old Rashad Trice would be charged with felony assault with intent to murder, first-degree criminal sexual assault, first-degree home invasion, and a bunch of other crimes. Now, originally, Rashad was arraigned by the state on 8 felonies that Wednesday, but shortly after, on Friday, July 7, 2023, the feds would step in and take over the case, tacking on 2 more charges that carried a minimum of 20 years to life if convicted. Federal charges of kidnapping a minor and a kidnapping resulting into a death. Rashad is being held without bond, with a court hearing set for July 13, 2023. Aside from the life sentence, federal prosecutors are even considering the death penalty as Rashad faces the prospect of being the first person executed in Michigan since 1938. Now, that'll be considered the capital punishment. Now, before we end this video, when I spoke on domestic violence earlier within relationships, it's because there were clear signs leading up to this event within this young couple's relationship in the past. Police report from 2021 says when Wynter was just 3 months old, Rashad threatened to kill her father, A.J. Smith, back then due to him being jealous. Sadly, around that time, the couple was only dating for 1 month before Wynter's mother had to call the cops on Rashad Trice May 22nd of 2021. The report says that even back then, Rashad was carrying a firearm that day when he made those threats and seemed serious about it out of jealousy. He went as far as throwing the mom's phone and pushing her while she had her 3-month-old in her hand, and at that point, causing her to call 911. Now, being that the 2021 case was similar to what happened recently, they said prosecutors would be able to use those reports as proof in court to convict Rashad Trice. Now, once again, ladies and fellas, but especially ladies, when y'all get the signs of your partner being physical, at the first sign of them putting their hands on you, leave. It doesn't get any better, it just gets worse. And the more you allow it to happen, the more chances it get to being fatal. And you may end up in a situation where there's no coming back. So on that note, rest in peace to Wynter Cole Smith, and my condolences go out to her family. Y'all let me know if y'all want more videos like this, and don't forget to like and subscribe so the video can bring awareness and spread around, so maybe somebody that's going through situations like this can be saved somewhere in the world. Alright, now make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.